topic is going to be an overview of the rSmart Kuali Proof of Concept service. I want to thank everyone for taking some time out of your schedule to join us today for this special presentation. Today's presenters are myself, Mike Zackerson. I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at rSmart, and with me today is Chuck Konsicki, Senior Kuali Financial Consultant, who has been instrumental in a number of projects and activities at numerous clients around Kuali. So we're very happy to have Chuck here with us today. Today's agenda, we will, for those of you who have attended some of these Kuali presentations, there is some duplication of information that was shown in our webinars that we offered last week and also the previous month, but we will provide kind of a high-level introduction to Kuali, the Kuali Foundation, the financial system, and rSmart's relationship to those entities. And then I'm going to turn the time over to Chuck, and he's going to talk through the proof of concept. That's what POC stands for, the proof of concept idea and the approach. And then we'll conclude with some summary information about rSmart and end with some question and answer session at the very end of this presentation. If you're here looking for a presentation about the Kuali financial system specifically, so a demonstration of the system and some insight into how the system operates, there won't be much of that material here in today's presentation. We do give on a fairly regular basis a Kuali 3.0, KFS 3.0 overview presentation. There's a recorded version on our website, and we will be scheduling more of those here in the coming weeks. So if you're looking for that kind of content, I encourage you to join us for another webinar. So with that introduction in mind, let me also just quickly address how we would like to handle questions. I mentioned that there will be time at the end to address questions. As we're going through the presentation, if you have a question that comes to mind, if you wouldn't mind, please recording that question in the question queue that's in front of you in the GoToWebinar interface, then we will be able to track those questions and then queue those up at the very end of the presentation. So with that, let's get into the content. So today's presentation, we're going to talk about the term Kuali in a number of contexts. So when you talk about Kuali, we often refer to Kuali the Foundation, which is the overall umbrella organization that provides organization and infrastructure and governance to the collection of Kuali projects that fall underneath it. One of those projects is the Kuali financial system, so we'll make reference to KFS throughout this presentation, and KFS refers to the comprehensive financial management system that is a Kuali project. And then rSmart is a company that provides commercial support options for open source software and education, and we were founded to provide support and implementation services for projects and software products such as the Kuali financial system. So I mentioned the Kuali Foundation, and what you have, if you go to www.kuali.org, that's the Foundation's homepage, and the Foundation sits at the center of a variety of projects that it is helping to coordinate and foster. These projects include the Kuali financial system to your left that I already alluded to. The Kuali student system is another project that falls under the purview of the Kuali Foundation, as well as Kuali COIAS, which stands for the Kuali Research Administration System. An additional project that is critical to all of these is the Kuali RISE project, and the Kuali RISE project is the critical software infrastructure and workflow and other technologies that are used to build these other systems, such as the Kuali financial system. So these 4 projects are part of the Kuali Foundation, and the Kuali Foundation is a nonprofit organization that has the responsibilities of helping to sustain these Kuali communities, providing ongoing governance to these projects, providing a coordination activity amongst the partners that have volunteered to be part of these projects, or have not only volunteered but have invested in being partners of these projects. And the Kuali Foundation plays a key role in managing and protecting the intellectual property rights that are part of these projects. So the trademarks, Kuali trademarks, as well as the copyrights to the software are all owned by the Kuali Foundation. And of course the software is licensed under an open source license. And this has all been done with the design of ensuring that the output of the Kuali activities remains free and unencumbered, and will not be subject to disruption that occurs from time to time in the enterprise software market through consolidation of commercial vendors and those types of activities. Another thing that the Kuali Foundation plays a role in is in sponsoring an annual conference, and then also other opportunities for the various projects to meet together to coordinate the development of the software. And then they are engaged in an ongoing effort to educate and assist members of the Kuali community. So the Kuali project started about 5 years ago when Indiana University, Nakubo, and rSmart came together and joined forces to advance the open source model in higher education to really help target and address several objectives. Those objectives include developing a collection of systems and software solutions that could really help streamline the operations of educational institutions, and that were systems that were developed for education and designed by education, which is really a critical value proposition of the Kuali activities. Many of the systems, the administrative systems that education is currently using, was designed for other industries and was adapted and sort of shoehorned into the education industry. And as a result of that, there are often costs associated with upgrades and with dealing with systems that carrying forward custom and done to the systems in order to make them appropriate for the education sector. So why Kuali? To help streamline operations with solutions, again, designed by education for education, reduce costs associated with software fees, so there are no fees for the Kuali software. There are costs associated with adopting Kuali, of course, and with ongoing support, but these fees are because there are no license fees, and because the software is a much better fit for education, there are fewer implementation and upgrade fees associated with running Kuali. So there is a lower total cost of ownership involved. Eliminate a risk of the software vendor's decision to potentially terminate a product line or to sell it. So I alluded to that earlier, that often this market is affected by disruption caused by decisions that the vendors undertake in this market, whether to consolidate the market or to kill a product line or something like that. With Kuali, with the licensing, the intellectual property controlled by the Kuali Foundation, you can ensure that those disruptions will be minimal. Also, one of the key goals here is to create a sustainable community where members own, develop, enhance, and work together to overcome common challenges. And this is really one of the biggest benefits of the Kuali community is getting, having, as a participating institution, you can get your staff engaged in the community if you would like to, and those staff have an opportunity to learn and to interact and to grow their skills by working together with colleagues from other institutions. And then also finally, one of the reasons